Hi everyone. I just want to sit and talk about this machine for a few minutes and give you the update. I didn't change her paint. I didn't go ahead and repaint it like I thought I might. I think her paint is good. I'm going to turn the light on in a second. I hope that helps, but I ended up doing a Morph Paint, and I hope that you could see the change in the colors. It's kind of difficult to film, and I don't know what's going to make it work, but I'm going to try another light. That was the chair. Yeah, that's not much better because it's not showing off the colors. So anyway, you could see that it's green and purple, and I ended up not redoing it because it was just too much work and I needed this project to be over with. And since it was a working machine anyway, when I got done with it, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. So I ended up doing the decals, and what happened was the paint was dulling. As you could see on the main body of the machine, the paint just dulled up. And I tried a few different things, and one of the things was to hit it again with another coat of the color paint. And then what I didn't realize after I did that was that it brought the volume of the paint up higher to a lighter shade, and I think that is why that bed, well, I thought that was why that bed ended up being darker than the body of the machine, but when I did it on the test, the extra extension bed that I have, it when I hit it with the extra paint, it didn't make a difference. So I think it's a different metal. Why this happened now, I don't know. This is one of the older machines. This is the one from 1937, and maybe there was something to do with when it was made, and the quality of the aluminum that they used or the cast that they used, because some of the parts that are cast, like the bobbin winder and the little piece over here, I forgot to take the magnet off there. I had no problem with them. The hand wheel, or the balance wheel, was totally brass. It was solid brass. It was heavy. And I got it all done, and it crackled, or it crazed. So that didn't help. So I stripped it again, and I thought about leaving it, without putting any paint on it, but I thought twice about it and said, I'm going to be touching that wheel a lot, let me just coat it. So I did redo the balance wheel, but I did leave that strip of brass because I really like the contrast of the brass to the machine. And so then I decided to just go with it. I had to do the light over again. Not a big deal, little piece, but had to do it several times. Then I made my decals, and then I bought some official Singer decals for there, and they came out beautiful, I think, anyway. I showed this in another video, so if it's not showing up nicely here, sorry about that. But anyway, I wanted to mention a few people that helped me do this, because they have wonderful YouTube channels, and so I have to give them a shout out. First of all, Mr. Andy Tube over on Andy Tube on YouTube. Awesome man. Has hundreds of videos on what to do with machines, and that was really where I started my journey. Next, when I needed to find out some issues that I was having with a Singer 127 that I purchased about 3 years ago, I found Bob Fowler on YouTube, and he helped me put that machine back together, and I learned a lot from following his videos now. I can't wait to see what all of these YouTubers come out with. And then, as far as the painting aspect is, you know, I toyed with the painting. I've done it before, but then I started to watch Marie at Promethean Sewing Machines on YouTube, and man, she's just gorgeous work. Just gorgeous work. If you want a machine painted, I would reach out to her, see if she has the time. I know that she does featherweights, but I don't know her calendar, so I don't know if she's available, and I don't know when she's available. But another great shout out is going to go to Jen at Sewing Machine Rehab, because without her help, I could not have put this machine back together. Jen has an extensive playlist on how to break down a featherweight and how to put it back together. What to do when something goes wrong. And something did go wrong with this one. And it was interesting because I'm going to shut the light a second so I can point to the machine. I know it got dark, so sorry. Let's try this. So when you time your hook, you usually do this over here. You can get your hook back in, you can get your timing going, and Jen helped me get that in the right position. But I did not know at that time that there's a, not a gear in here. I forgot the name of it. I'll try to put it in the notes afterwards. That somebody had messed with. It was loose and I didn't realize it. So every time I set the hook, the needle was hitting the hook. So then I went over back to Bob Fowler to see if he had another way, because I know the man usually has, you know, excuse the chair again, a second way to get things done. And there are gears down here, and it was the gear. The gear was loose. So no matter any time I was spinning the hook, it was just moving. Although it didn't look like it was moving in here, it was certainly moving. It wasn't being driven. So anyway, I got the gear set, and it's funny that I had done that on my 201, and I thought that I figured that out myself because I could not get the hook loose in that machine. So I ended up using the gear and messing with the gear and the screws on that one. And I was able to set the timing on the 201, and I forgot all about it. And then here I go, looking for an answer to this one, and Bob put it out there. So again, if you want to do any of this work, don't follow me. This was more of a what not to do, and look what a mess she made and how's she going to come out of it kind of videos. But if you want to learn how to do this and do it the right way, go with the pros. Go with Janet Sewing Machine Rehab. Go with Bob Fowler on his YouTube site by his name. And go to Marie at Promethean Sewing Machines on YouTube, because she's doing a fabulous job with the painting of the machines. And I have to always give a shout out to Andy Tube, because Andy Tube, 3 years ago when I started to, not even, I think it's not been 3 years, it's been 4 years. 4 years ago when I started to tinker with these machines, when, you know, we were all in lockdown and couldn't go anywhere, I found Andy Tube. And Andy Tube had me so intrigued by what he was doing that I was taking apart machines for no reason at all, because I wanted to see what I could do. But didn't we all find something to do during that time? a skill, our pandemic skill. So anyway, again, excuse my voice. My allergies will be here for the next 8 months probably. And excuse the chair noise. And thanks so much for following me during this journey. My issue with this machine, not really. I thought it was going to come out spectacular. It's not a bad machine. It didn't come out horribly. Oh, I unplugged it. I forgot that I unplugged it. I wanted it to come up really shiny, and it didn't. So the bed kind of did, which doesn't make sense. But the machine, every time I hit it with a top coat, it was either doing something weird or it was dulling. And so I don't mind the matte finish to the machine now. I really don't. And you know what? She sews like a dream. I'm really so happy with the way she sews, and she's quiet. So I will put a video up about showing how she sews. And first thing I sewed on her was a wallet made out of cork. So that was pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for following me on this journey. It was exciting for me, and I hope that it was interesting for you and entertaining. And like I said, follow those 4 other YouTubers that helped me so much. They deserve all the credit. I learned nothing on my own. But thanks so much, and I hope you have a good one. And who knows what's next for this girl? I don't know. Anyway, take care. Bye.